Hello everybody, my name is Daniel. I'm here yet again with another bass lesson, and today we're going to be going over 5 of my top favorite bass intros. It's going to pretty much be in the same realm of music, and I think you guys will catch on once we start. First song that I wanted to talk about was called A Better Place, A Better Time by Streetlight Manifesto. It's a ska band, fourth wave ska band that came out around the late 90s, early 2000s, Catch 22 if you want to be specific. They ended up coming up with a really simple but sweet little bass chord intro before everything kicks in. And when I heard it, it's not too complicated, but it was just something that always stuck with me, and it's still to this day one of my favorite songs from Streetlight. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a play. Next up is a song that I didn't listen to until maybe a couple years ago. I didn't even know it existed, but once I heard the bass line to it, I was done. It was a great song. It's something that I really, really enjoy. It's called Two Beers by Free Throw. And it's a very simple bass line that I've had to transcribe for my own band and other things because they actually tune it kind of weird. They tune the last 2 strings down a bit, but I managed to find a way to play it in standard tuning, and I'm gonna show you that today. So here we go. So this next one's a little hard for me. It's a little hard for anybody that's tried it because it is an honest to God punk song. It's called The Idiots Are Taking Over by NoFX. Fat Mike is an amazing bass player and a great songwriter. And when I first heard this intro, I was sold. I had already been a fan of NoFX, but this one kind of really sealed the deal for me. As a big fan of just punk music, this was everything I wanted in a punk bass line and a punk intro. So here we go, here's my attempt. Now, the last 2 that I want to talk about are basically in the same realm, just one's more popular than the other. So I'm going to start with the least popular one first for a good reason. This bass line, when I first heard it, was incredible. I didn't know that a punk band like this existed, and their name is Rufio, and the song is called Still, and it's great. That intro, the first time I heard it, I sat down and I had to learn it. I went and I figured it out myself, and it's, to this day, a great underrated bass line from a great underrated band from the early 2000s. So here we're gonna go. All right guys, and last but not least, with one of my favorite bands, we're gonna do Blink-182. Now this song isn't one that's usually played on the radio too much, but if you're a fan of Blink, you know it, and you guys know what's coming. We're gonna do some Carousel. Carousel is one of my favorite songs that I heard from them when I was young. It was the first song that I ever covered on bass, and it was the first song that I ever played with my band that I first started back in the day. And to this day, it's still one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what that looks like today. So here we go. that's it for me today. If you guys would like to check us out more, check out our Facebook links and all of our other social medias. If you guys want to give us a call, you guys want to come in for some lessons, you guys can call 956-687-ROCK, or you guys could email us at mccallan@schoolofrock.com. Thank you guys, we'll see you next time.